It's been a hot second. I've been a little busy, but I'm back for a couple weeks at least, and I have some projects I need to get done. So I thought we would just get online here and you guys could keep me company while I sew up an AnnaBelle shoulder bag for a friend. I have it all cut out and ready to go. I had it prepped for a while, but I just got back from Lynn's handmade retreat. I was a teacher there, and it's a weekend retreat, bag making retreat in Wisconsin. Super fun. So many good memories, good times. I met so many incredible people at this retreat. I just enjoy every time I get to attend something like that and meet everybody. It's just such a good experience. Hi everybody. Sorry, I kind of a disheveled mess here. I've been, when you get back home from a trip, how your first couple days are. Hi everybody. Please talk about the retreat. I mean, if you guys ever have a chance to attend a retreat, a bag making retreat, like the Lynn's handmade retreat, you should do it. It is just so fun. It is just a weekend of sewing and making friends and playing, and it's amazing. So you guys should definitely take that opportunity if you ever have it. It was so fun. Annette was there this time. It was just, we had 22 SiahSwag machines, like SiahSwag ultra feed machines. We had 10 industrial machines brought by Measure and Cut, our dear friend Danny. And then we had a few domestic machines that people brought. And we had a cylinder arm machine. So we had the means to an actual bag making machines to make the Siah Sidekick. And it was just so fun. It was amazing. You kind of come home and you're coming off a little high from a good weekend. So I had lots of orders to get caught up on, and family and house, and I have laundry going right now. So it was really good. She might be doing another one in October, to be determined. So, if you have never heard of it, you should join her Facebook group, Lynn's Handmade. I think she has a Facebook group just for the retreat, but I'm not quite sure. 42 or 43 spots every time. And starting in October, it will be a new project because the last two were the same project and now we're doing a different project. So certainly worth it if you can do it, if you can afford it, if you could go. I highly recommend it. And I'm teaching, so... Okay, so I've had this AnnaBelle shoulder bag cut out for quite some time. I cut it out a couple weeks ago for my sweet, sweet friend's mother-in-law. So we are going to make up this AnnaBelle shoulder bag. I am going to do, people were asking me to show them how to use these chain strap connectors. So I am going to show you how I am using these chain strap connectors for the shoulder on this bag for the shoulder strap. And then I have little bows back in stock, you guys. I'll be putting little cute bows on the side strap connectors. And I was gonna do piping, but I opted out this time. I don't think I could have done it. I decided not to. So there's that. All right. How do the domestic machines do? Able to sew everything? Steph, no, the domestic struggled at the end, which is why we have the SiahSwag. That's why Lindsay brings the SiahSwag machines. And a lot of people top stitched on the cylinder arm machine this time. They just took turns using it, which was really awesome. Sam from Sunny Sewing was able to come because that's who Danny had purchased all of her Thor machines from. So Sam was there the entire time to help with any issues, any machines had. He was there to answer questions. It was amazing. And a little birdie told me that maybe SiahSwag will do the next thing at the next one. So, that'd be kind of nice. All right. Are we ready? You guys can keep asking questions. I'm going to start sewing. I'm going to put on my goofy looking glasses. And that need cleaned. And then here we go. I just got the AnnaBelle pattern and have the templates all taped together. Yay! Okay. I'm so sorry I haven't been on YouTube for a hot second, guys. I mean, it's you know, I've kept busy, so I hope to get some videos out in the next couple weeks and stay busy on here. So, fingers crossed. We're starting a sew along over on my Patreon. We're doing the Mr. Heckles at 85%. And that starts, oh gosh, Annette, when does that start? The 22nd, maybe? I forget the date on the cutout for that. And there, for my Patreon people, there's a coupon to get the pattern. You can join for $1 and sew along with us. And then I have a couple other patterns. Susan and I are doing a sister sew along in a week and a half, I believe. A new cute pattern that came out that we're going to do together. And should be fun. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna like explain to you everything that I've done. Oh, I forgot to finish changing my bobbin real quick. So I'm going to do that and we're gonna get going. Get the camera in where I like it. You guys, as always, please let me know what you think of the camera angle. If it could improve, if you like it. I try to get you in as close as I can so you can really have a good angle. I think that looks pretty good, right? Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, let me finish threading this real fast and put a bobbin in. I was stitching out my new Spring Fling variegated thread. It's really pretty. It's kind of like the Celestia, but it has more greens and teals in it. So instead of blues, it's like Celestia's sister. I kind of like it better than Celestia, honestly. But yeah. All right, let's get this bobbing out and going. I don't think I need to, I have 2 wound already, so I think we're good. You know, I wasn't going to sew another AnnaBelle up on YouTube, but I had enough people say, please do it, that here I am. So, okay. Let me set my phone up so I can see the camera. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to explain to you how I'm doing this shoulder strap. So because I am using these chains, you kind of take away that length from your normal shoulder strap, right? So these chains are about 8 inches long each, right? And they go on each side of your strap. So those are 8 and 8. So my middle section is going to be about 11 inches long. What's 16 but plus 11, 26, 27? That's still maybe, no, oh yeah. Is that still too long? That still may be too long, just a minute. Because it's going to be in the middle here. No, I think that'll be good for who I'm making it for. I think that's going to be perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do my continuous strap, which I think I've shown on a video before. It's just going to be way shorter because it's on this shoulder strap. So I have, this is a 1.5 inch wide strip. I cut it 20 inches long. I'm going to insert, well, I'm going to fold my edges in first, and then I'm going to put my hardware on. I'm just going to make it so it doesn't have the raw ends that fold over my hardware. It's going to be one continuous loop. All right, and I have shown this on a video before. Now, I don't remember which one, but I have shown it before on an AnnaBelle video, I'm pretty sure. For my AnnaBelle, I'm considering either wax canvas or cork. Yeah, cork would be great. Wax canvas, I wouldn't see why not. Just make sure you interface it correctly and you should be good to go. I think this pattern is pretty versatile with what materials you could use. All right, so I'm just folding my edges in like that, and I'm going to slip on my hardware first. Hi, Jan. Hi, Carol. Tony. Dina. Yay, we got a good crowd here tonight. All right, so I have groceries coming. Hopefully my daughter will be here to bring them in from the front porch. I may have to run up and grab them. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now somebody pointed out when I did this, they said, couldn't you do it on the angle like you do binding, right? So your seam isn't all in one spot. You totally could. But I'm just doing it this way. So I'm doing it right sides together. I'm sewing it so it's a continuous loop here. And I'm just doing a 1/4 inch seam allowance. You could do a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Up to you. And then I'm just going to kind of trim those corners out, right? All right. And then I want to flatten that seam and fold the rest of that in. I didn't even sew all weekend. I just taught. I just instructed and told people what to do. So I feel like I haven't sat down and sewed for a hot second. All right, so there's what that would look like when it's done. It's just one continuous thing. So now we're going to put the 2 layers together and have the D-rings on each side, right? Like that. And I think I'm going to put my seam more down by one end. I don't really like it in the middle. I kind of like it down by the D-ring here. So we're going to do that. Hi, Natalie. All right, so I'm going to take some double-sided tape just to stick my layers together again. I'm just putting it in the middle. Doesn't need to be perfect. Well, it needs to be more perfect than that, though. All right, too much. There we go. Ah. All right, so now I'm just going to put the 2 layers together here. And then we're going to sew, top stitch those all the way around, just like that. Okay, let's do it. I have a scrap for my foot. I did, Natalie. Thank you. I had such a good time. It was a blast, as always. Just get as close to the hardware as I can get without getting onto it. And then I always want to protect my vinyl right there. And then behind it. Because that walking foot will just eat it right up. It'll eat that vinyl up along that hardware. Leslie. Hi, Rose and Rosa. Hi, Dawn. Thank you. All right, and then I'm going to come back down. And you could always pull through your stitches to the back if you don't want that whole double stitch, but I am okay with it on this one. All right, so here is my middle section now, right, of my handle. And then you clip, so these are 3/4 D-rings. You could use, you don't have to use 3, but look how cute that is. And then that'll be what's connected to my bag for my shoulder strap. Isn't that pretty? And that's just enough to go over my shoulder so it's not the chain, right? Okay, so that's how I do these chain shoulder straps. You could do them for longer straps too, but that's the idea for these chains. They are, I just restocked them all on my website. They're going fast. It's kind of crazy, but a good crazy. All right, and then I think the next thing, I'm kind of going out of order, guys. I'm kind of doing whatever I want on this one. I'm going to do the bottom gusset. Got my order today. Love the large flower zipper pulls. Thank you, Nancy. I'm so glad. All right, so this is my bottom gusset piece. I have my Decaville on it. I have my line marked in the middle. I had it taped, but it came undone because it's been a hot second since I've come back down here. So I just need to re-stick her down here. It's fine. It's fine. Stay down. If you're wondering, DST does not stick long sometimes. If you just leave it, it pops back up. Hi, Robin. I may have to put new pieces of tape on this. Stay down, man. Can hear it all coming up. Oh, man. I just gotta be fast. Gotta be fast. Gotta be fast. Come on. Stay down. All right, beautiful. I'm gonna get some thicker tape here and put that down the side and center. I'm gonna start about right there. And then you want to put on your hardware. I'm going to mark 3 inches down each side, and that's pretty much our, that's going to be our folding spot. I mark on the back side of it here. Heather, hello. And then I put a little piece of tape on the ends here. Is your sleeve done now, or are you adding color? I don't think I'll add color to it. I think I'm leaving it black and white. My other arm, though, I will add to. My sewing machine arm. I'll add to my other arm. I just like the black and white tattoos, and they don't fade as quick. All right, here we go. I love this pattern so much. The instructions are easy to follow. I'm so glad. I wanted to make a pattern that anybody could do. All right. Okay. So that's folded down to that 3-inch mark there, okay? And then I'm going to put just another little piece of tape right there. My new order of DST from WAC doesn't have that issue like the last ones. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that tape was giving me some problems, wasn't it? I haven't ordered since that, so I haven't been able to check. All right. So the strap is prepped, okay? It's got our connector, our D-rings. Beautiful, beautiful. Dropped my pen. All right, let me get my gusset here. My wheel keeps hitting the camera tripod. Sorry about that. All right. Hi, Brittany. Can't wait for my swap bestie to get her bag. Yay. We just are finishing up a swap over on Patreon of the AnnaBelle. It's super fun. I made mine that black ruffly one for Tony. It was super fun to make. My old servo motor was dying and I put in a new brushless motor all by my little self. Good job, Carol. That's impressive. Look at you. Amazing. All right, so I want to mark my center here. And then I want to mark it going down. I have to refresh my memory what the measurement is here. Okay, so I'm making a line down the center. So I have, this pen is not working. Fabulous. I just need a guideline for placing my strap connector. See if that worked. Yes. Yay. There it goes. There she be. You just sold your first AnnaBelle bag. Yay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Cindy, people have till the 15th to mail it out. So a lot of people haven't gotten theirs yet. A lot of people haven't mailed them out yet. All right, so I'm just marking my center on the strap so I can place it correctly. All right, here we go. Yeah, most people wait till the very end to send their swap, so don't be discouraged. It'll come. All right, so I want to start with this middle right here, and I'm going to line as best I can my middle right there and just come down. I'm kind of following my fold, the center of my back fold here with the center line I drew on my piece. Get up to the top. Okay. And then other side. Hi, Wendy from Alberta. All right, and then just double check that you like where it's laying. I think it looks good. All right, so now I'm gonna sew down and around. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's do it. Hi, Jackie, I finished sewing mine and need to add strap-ins. Was hoping to send mine out this week, but I hurt my back. Oh no, Jackie. Oh, that happened to my friend Jessica. She was so miserable. I'm so sorry. Back pain is no fun at all. I hope you get better soon. Okay, almost there. I feel like I should move the camera in more, but are you guys okay with where it's at? I can move it closer to the sewing. Let me know. Hi, Chris. Kassiah, is your bag the normal size? Yeah, I'm doing a normal size AnnaBelle. All right, so done, right? I'm going to add bows and rivets. So we're gonna do a couple of cute little bows on this baddie. Have you rested from the weekend? I mean, do I ever rest? Kinda. I took a nap today, so that was good. I always like to check my washer. I think with this one, we want it on the outside too, right? Yeah. Okay. So I like to put it right below this little guy. I'm gonna have to adjust those prongs a tiny bit, but just bend them to where you want them. So I'm gonna do slots right there and there. So right next to I'm just doing it, I'm starting at the stitching right there. Does the sewing machine oil you use leave an odor? No, not that I have noticed. All right. Hi, Jacqueline. All right. Cute, cute, cute. I love the bows. And it's, you know, it's a little tight fit, but you kind of want it to be, right? Because my vinyl's kind of thick. And I like to press my prongs in. Ugh, you guys. I mean, how can I not add that? Right? Freaking love it. I love it so much. All right, and I'm going to put some stuff covering those prongs. I like to use this woven, self-adhesive woven here. It's my favorite. Isn't that cute, guys? Just love it. All right. We can thank our dear sweet Amber, the crafty reporter. She's the first one who came up with putting these bows right there. And now everybody is obsessed. I blame Amber. Blame Amber for the bows. Hi, Chastity. All right. So cute. All right. Here. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. And I'm pressing down. I'm like pressing that bow down and into the fabric as I put the prongs down to kind of pull it in. If that makes sense. Pressing it together pretty good. So it's nice and snug. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ugh, love. Cover that up and then we'll put a little rivet under and call it good. Went to New York this weekend and was gifted an AnnaBelle bag by 2 of my sister-in-laws. Oh, that's awesome. And gifted. Oh, that's really cool. I bet they loved them. All right, let me put the rivets in real quick. Don't think I pulled them out. Hi, Tracy from Ontario, Canada. What's it like designing your own pattern? Is it difficult? Do you love it? It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. It took lots of help from my sweet friend, Brittany. I would suggest getting someone who knows what they're doing to help you because I would not have been able to do this pattern without Brittany. I know that for a fact. She walked me through all of it. Super satisfying, and I really did love doing it. I will probably do more. Hi from the UK, 1:30 here. Ooh, you're a great student. Oh, Brittany. You had so much patience with me. So. All right. I'm just going to take that over to my rivet press. I'm not going to move the camera. I'm just going to go off camera and press that real quick. This sits right here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. All right. And there is my gorgeous little gusset. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it so much, you guys. I love it so much. All right, I'm going to set that aside. I am doing a slip pocket on the outside. So we're going to work on our main exterior pieces real quick. Let me see here. Which one? Is it this one? It's this one. And then these. Okay. And this. Okay. Someone just said something about SM oil and odor. Huh. Oh, I didn't know that. You know what? I never basted the outside edge of my piece. I like to do a basting stitch around this interfacing real quick, just to make sure it doesn't come loose while I'm making my bag. So I'm going to just do a basting stitch around real quick. I didn't prep much of this bag, so we're doing a lot of this just on the video. Yeah, this vinyl has been sold out from Ravon at Love Lola for a while. I don't know if she's getting it back in. I have no idea. This is the last of my roll that I have. Is that just woven interfacing over your foam? Yep, sure is. All right, so the first thing I need to do, because this pocket is going over my back, is instead of putting my accent pieces on the main panel, I have to put them on the pocket panel, right? And my little accent pieces got mixed up here. Those two go together. And these. So now I'm going to put them on my slip pocket piece instead of my panel. Somebody asked, should they put foam behind these? And I suppose you totally could put foam behind them. I've made one like this and I don't feel like it needed it. So totally up to you. Sorry, I've moved my pieces around quite a bit, and I just want to make sure that I'm getting them put on the right sides, okay? All right. All right, so there's this one here. Hi, Fran. Here's this one here. All right, now I'm just going to top stitch those on. What is the slip pocket? What size is the slip pocket? I pretty much just took, I don't remember which one I took, an inch or an inch and a half off. This one looks like the one that I took. Just a minute. An inch and a quarter. No, maybe just an inch. I just took an inch down from the main panel and cut out a slip pocket piece. I've seen it done with it straight across, and I've seen it done with the curve, like the top of the bag. And it looks best if the slip pocket has the curve, like the top of the bag, in my opinion. And so I just took the main panel, or the main exterior pattern piece, and measured down along that curve 1 inch, and then cut the slip pocket out according to that. And it makes a great slip pocket for your phone on the outside of the bag. I kind of wish my AnnaBelle that I have had this. I love your top stitching. Are you using Tech 70 thread? Yes. This is my bonded polyester Tech 70 thread. I saw it on my website. We are using Storm Cloud today, which is my dark gray. One of my favorite grays. Okay, next one. I always use Tech 70 bonded poly thread. That is my favorite thread for bag making, but you kind of need an industrial machine for it. If you don't have an industrial, you can use the Text 45 bonded poly thread, but you do have to adjust your tension quite a bit and sometimes do a lighter weight thread in the bobbin. So it does take some playing around with your machine. Does that pocket make those bottom corners bulky? Nope. It didn't on my last bag. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sew this pocket together. Just up at the top. No, it didn't make it bulky because I don't have foam in my seam allowance. And I don't have Decaville in my seam allowance. The only extra interfacing I have is that woven on the main panel. So it really is pretty light on the interfacing for the seams. I gotta keep drinking water, guys. All right, I'm doing a 3/8 inch seam allowance for this pocket. I'm just gonna take it slow down that curve so it looks good. And then I'll get some pinking shears and I'll trim that curve down so it lays nice. All right, let me get my pinking shears. Diane, yes, you totally could. She says, if the vinyl I'm using is a tad thick, I guess I could cut out under those accent pieces too, right? You totally could, but I don't think you would need to, but you could, yes. Thank you, Jan. Don't I have the best moderators, you guys? They are so fast with the links. It's crazy. Hi, Danny. All right, so I'm going to top stitch this down and then I'll baste the 2 layers together. Didn't you cut out the back of those corners on a bag because the vinyl was too thick? I have not done that before. All right, so now I add this to our, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure I'm getting those centers right on the money here. I have to mark them anyways, so I'm gonna do that now. Is Linda here? Hi, my friend Linda. Love you. Is this a gift for someone? Yes, this is a gift for my best friend's mother-in-law, who just is such a sweet heart of a lady and just loves everything I do. And she asked me to make one just like the front page of the pattern. And I said, you got it. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Now let's put on these. I really don't think these corners are any thicker than other bags that I've made. I think they're going to be just fine, but you totally could cut that accent piece out if you needed to. Jan, did Lindsay say anything about the next retreat? How's she scheduled one? If it were to happen, it would be in October. She's waiting to hear back on a couple things, so she hasn't officially announced it. Yeah, isn't that slip pocket cute with the curve? I love it. I would highly suggest doing the curved slip pocket instead of a straight across one. All right, so let's sew these ones on. Where did you get your templates? I got my templates from Joe Lely Creations, which is Leslie Anthony on here. She's one of the moderators. I don't know if she's still, she popped on here. I don't know if she's still on here. They are fabulous. All right, I need to add my little nameplate tag real quick. I forgot to grab that first. Sorry, guys. All right. These are new ones I got, and I love them so much. Annette from Tulip Bee got some too, and I saw them at the retreat. They are so perfect. So perfect, Annette, huh? All right, and I'm pretty sure it's the 2 innermost ones. I've only put these on a couple bags, so I need to, yep, 2 innermost, and then 1.25 inches, I believe. 1.25 inches. All right, here we go. Do you edge coat any of the pieces? Yeah, if you wanted to edge coat these accent pieces, you totally could. With the material I used, it wasn't really necessary because the backside was a dark gray as well. So it really looks nice. You don't really see the difference, but if your material was different colors, I would totally recommend doing a little edge coat on there, and it would look really nice. All right, so let's put this little cute baby, this cute little baby on here. I'm gonna go 2.5 up. I don't remember what I say in my pattern, but 2.5. And then they are 1.25 apart, which means 5/8, right? Yeah, 5/8. So 1 right here and 1 right here. Beautiful. And then I also need to make the other mark. Here. I got to do baby cuts because they're just little baby prongs. Okay. Oh, did I do those the right way? Just a minute. I'm going to double check before I completely do this. Yes. Okay. Just double checking my brain here. Tony, I love you doing name tags. That was the first thing I noticed when I got my AnnaBelle. Thank you. Yep, here it is, guys. You see it? It's just a SiahSwag, but it's just written all on its own. Here, let me try and, can you guys see that? I know the lighting's always kind of hard. Yeah. All right, let me wipe off all of my markings real quick before I put this on. All right, here we go, here we go. One thing I learned is that you have to make your cuts pretty tiny. There we go. There's my first 2. Beautiful. Okay. And then I'm just going to put my little I'm going to fold these ones out for this bag. Same supplier, yes. This is the same supplier as my previous tags. Yep, yep, yep. Look at that. Ah, so pretty. Ah, every time I'm like, oh, freaking love it so much. Hi, Sylvia. All right. Ta-da! All right, last thing I need to do is on my exterior is make my zipper panel. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry for the barks. It's my doggies. All right, here we go. So we need to do my zipper panels. I've got my zipper tape. And let's do it. I think my groceries were delivered. Yay! Pretty sure that's what the barking's about. Bye, Rose. Love ya. All right. Do my turn. Okay. We've got a boyfriend over and my groceries coming in. Both good things. All right. All right, so there's that. Gonna go ahead and baste her down. At the retreat, everybody was like trying to do the 90-degree and then melt the edges and press them together. And, you know, some people were rocking it. Some people were struggling. I'm like, I just based, you guys. The whole burning the edges thing, it just does not work for me. I have tried and tried. I burnt my fingers. I'm like, nope, not worth it. I would rather just run a couple basting stitches and know that they're not going to move. Okay. Right? Would there be a problem with making the zipper panel a little longer? Carol, it may not lay as nice, but and you really want to keep it away from those side seams. I'm not sure. I haven't made it longer, so I don't know. How much are eggs? They are, yeah, they're crazy here. They're like, what, 10 to 11 bucks for a carton? They're crazy here. I didn't have to buy eggs this time around, so that is good. What product? What product did you use to cover your bag tags? I used scraps from a self-adhesive woven material that I got a while ago. It's from Fabric Therapy. It covers the prongs so awesome in my bags. I love it. And I've just been using all the scraps. They are going down here. Got them for $6.50 at Sam's today. Oh, yay. When is the Swag Dash opening in Ohio? Tony, I think June or July 1st. I'll have to ask my sister to do a post about it. I don't remember. We still have a couple slots open for the Swag Dash here in Denver and Parker in June as well. If you were thinking about it, there's a couple more slots open. It's gonna be amazing. I basted mine. I didn't even try to burn it. I searched for straight pins and saved the hassle, right, Annette? I just feel like basting is easier than burning it. What is a Swag Dash? It's like DoorDash, but for sewing. It's a workshop that Susan and I are starting. We're doing an 8-hour bag making class, 2 days in a row. And we are going to hopefully travel to different areas and bring it to you. So coming soon to an area near you is the idea. And our first 2 are in Colorado, of course, and Ohio. All right. I am team basting. Yes, absolutely. Me too. Come to Florida. Florida's so huge, we would have to do it in multiple areas, I believe. All right, here we go. All right, I start my turned end right where my fold ends on my zipper panel there. Okay. Hi, Jasmine. Trust me, I would love to go to Florida. I have so many sewing friends in Florida. It would be awesome. That's where all my people are at. Are you doing Swag Dash in event spaces? Yes, we are. Wherever we can fit 11 industrial size machines. All right. Same for Texas. Yeah, Texas is huge as well. Yep, yep, yep. Like, it's going to take us a while because we have families and traveling is expensive and takes a lot of time. So we're not going to get every state done within the first year. Like, it's going to take us quite a while to travel around, but it's just the beginning, we're hoping. Come to the UK. I would love to go to another country. I think we're going to go to Canada next year for a retreat. So I'm kind of excited about that. All right, so now I'm going to sew those. Oh, I need to change my foot. My favorite thing to do. One. All right, here we go. I'm taking that bigger seam allowance here, which is why I changed my foot. I have a Kingmax. It is just like, I'm moving this in just a little bit, okay? It is just like a Juki 1181N, but better, in my opinion. I'm partial. I'm a little biased. The Thors at the retreat this weekend that Danny has and that will be at the Swag Dashes are amazing as well. Yeah, those are awesome machines. Yeah, they will be Thors. And they worked really well at this last retreat, and Danny and Sam were there to kind of help with any issues the entire time. And it was just so nice for people to be able to sew on bag making machines. It was just life-changing. Yeah. It's so hard for me to travel and teach on domestic sewing machines, to teach bags on domestic sewing machines, because I don't think it's the right tool for the job, so it gets me frustrated. And we can't do everything that I want to do. So I told Susan, if we're going to start teaching workshops and retreats and stuff, we need to have the machines for it. And so we were able to partner up with Danny, and it's just going to be awesome. I'm super excited. All right, I'm taking the tape off and I'm trimming my seam allowance down. This is what's going to help the zipper lay correctly in our bag. All right, it's definitely needed. Don't skip this part when you're making this bag. I know it's kind of a pain and it's a little bit of an extra step, but you definitely need to do it. And I'm so used to doing it on this bag now, I just don't even give it a second thought. Hi, Amber. I did just talk to just all you California people. I talked to Gabby this weekend about another Wonderground workshop retreat or workshop weekend in November. So keep your ears and eyes peeled for that too. Those are always so fun. Sarah, once you trim the zipper down once or twice, it's not hard at all. No biggie, right? Yeah, it's really not that hard. It's just kind of, you know, takes a bit extra time getting that tape out. But it's worth it. All right, let me get these. We don't have dates yet, but we know it'll be in November. Now I'm just trimming away that extra material. I'm not trimming my zipper. I'm pulling my zipper tape out of the way. You do not want, this is why we're doing this. Like, we could just trim the whole thing down, right? But then your zipper would completely unravel and come out of your bag. These are Kai pinking shears, and I just got mine off of Amazon. Let me just get them off of Amazon. Alrighty, I'm gonna change my foot back because we're done with the seam allots around the zipper. Alright, here we go. I do have my cylinder arm all threaded and ready to go for the ending steps of this bag. Just FYI, I will be hopping over there at the very end to make my life easier. Gosh, my hands, they have felt so good because I've given them a rest, and now they're like, oh, what are you doing? All right, here we go. Let's top stitch this bad boy. Have you decided if boning in the zipper panel is worth it? Lori, I think the boning in the zipper panel is great when you have lighter weight materials. Yes. But using the vinyl that I use and the materials I use, I can't tell a huge difference with it. So it's totally up to you. I think if you're using lighter weight materials, yes. I did it in my last bag and it was nice, but I don't think it was a huge difference from not doing it. I meant to add it to this. I was going to show you guys, and then now that you said that, I totally forgot. So. Hi, Rob. All right, so here's my two panels. I'm going to mark the centers, and we are going to attach them to our main exterior pieces, and then we'll put together our exterior. Kassiah, I want some of that lotion you got for your hands. Well, that was handmade for me by someone, so I don't even know where you could get it. Okay, sorry guys, I need to hydrate. Here we go. I want my zipper on the left, Right sides together. I'm going to clip my centers first. I'm going to put some notches into my exterior to kind of help with that curve. I just finished the Can-Do's new pattern, Crescent Crossbody, so cute. Yeah, that one is cute. I've seen that one. I'm excited. I'm going to do the Car Threads new one. What is that called? The Everyday Crossbody Bag, maybe? And then another brand new pattern from a new designer, our dear own Katie from Montana. Susan and I are going to sew hers up. So many good bags out there. I may have to take a break in a second and close my patio door. I think I have both upstairs and downstairs patio doors open for my dogs, so it's getting late. All right, like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one on. Do I not have my center clipped? Silly me. Hi, Lorraine. Just finished my first AnnaBelle. Such a great pattern. I will definitely make more. Yay! I'm so glad. I want to do the entire panel out, zipper panel out of vinyl. Do you think it's too much? Yes, I do. Because at the end, you're going to have to top stitch through all of those layers and it's going to be way too thick. I wouldn't recommend doing an all top and bottom zipper panel. When you put all the layers together, it's a lot. My thumb is giving me a hard time. Come on now. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I do have stuff that helps with the pain in my hands. I'll do all of the things after we're done doing this video for sure. All right, so I'm just going to baste these zipper panels on. Uh-oh, what did I do? My thread said, came out of the needle. I didn't see that. All right, let's make sure my bobbin didn't get all funky. No, we're good. All right, try this again. Fran, loving that slip pocket. Isn't it cute? I love it too. I think I'll do it on all of them going forward. All right, I caught all my layers. Next side. Alrighty, we are ready to put this together. My phone is dying. I need a plug on my phone. We are going to switch cameras and yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And I'm going to plug in my phone. There we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I was going to check the doors. Okay, I'm going to go check my doors real fast. I'll be right back. I just have to close the patio door. Okay. Okay. Done. Here we go. Susan. Hi, Susan. Hi, sister. Boring Zoom meetings. Yuck. I'm sorry. We are making an AnnaBelle, Susan. Do you need my help? Yes, I do. Always. Always and forever. I need one. Someone does massage my thumb. I do. My thumb is killing me. So frustrating. So dumb. All right. Susan is an expert at this pattern. I mean, she should have written it. She's so good at it. Is the gusset different on this one? It looks whiter. Nope. Same one. Same one. All right. First side. Let's do it. To it. Water. Debbie, are we twins right now? We're twinning. You're on the same step. Debbie was at the retreat too. You are already home sewing. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. All right, here we go, y'all. Debbie Gaspin, who's on here, was at the retreat, Sylvia. And she did awesome. Debbie was just in the corner, just cruising along the entire time. Didn't need help. Cute as can be. Okay. Good. Looks good. I don't love my seam here, but I think it'll be just fine. Go ahead and trim that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Especially along right there. Okay, let's add our second side. Hi, Marley May. I see you. Oh, actually, stop. I want to do my second row stitching real quick. All right, now I'm gonna do my other rows, or my other side. Maybe, where's my piece? Oh, duh. Here we go. I asked about adding foam on the accent pieces, and I did add it to my bab. I'm not sure if it made much of a difference. Wendy, you're the one who asked. Yeah, I don't feel like it's needed, especially with thicker vinyl, but it never hurts, right? It never hurts to try it. Have a good night. My little boss doodle lady is whining. All right, good night. She just posted dates for October. Did she, Debbie? Okay. It must be on. Yeah, Susan worked so hard during the retreat. She was the entertainment prize lady. It was amazing. She always does such a good job. Oh, goodness. My daughter must have left the front door wide open, guys, so I may have to go close it real quick. All right, I'll be right back. I just have to go shut my front door. I'm so sorry, guys. Last interruption. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Hey, hey. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. My daughter left the front door wide open for me to be murdered. So, you know, there we go. All locked up. Here we go. At least if someone came in and tried to do something, it would all be caught on camera, right? All right, here we go. Have you made one of those using cotton material? I have not made an AnnaBelle using cotton, no. I think other people have, though. I'm not a big fan of making bags out of cotton anymore, but you totally could. All right. Oh my goodness, stay on light. Here we go. Second side. Hi, baby girl. Aw, thank you, Linda. Shucks, you're making me blush. Bonnie, yeah, you could totally do it out of cotton. Just be sure that you interface it correctly, and I think you should be just fine. Linda, did you get a new machine? I never asked you if you got it or not. Are you using a flathead screwdriver to slide off your clips? Yeah, I use my flathead screwdriver so much when I'm connecting gussets and doing all of this part. It works so well. Okay, That's our exterior. Let's turn it out and see what we got. All right. Calling tomorrow. Sam said to wait to talk about. Oh, yay. Linda, that's awesome. So excited for you. Linda's been converted. Annette, you were campaigning for her. I don't think it took much, did it, Linda, to convince you? Yeah, my corners look great, even with the extra bulk of the slip pocket. I didn't trim down the vinyl, and it still lays just fine. Look at that. It still lays great. Yeah, looks good. Ugh, so cute every time. Every time I'm like, okay, I like it. What do we think, y'all? Front, back, slip pocket, bows. Oh my goodness, I love the bows. Okay, let's work on our lining. Oh, she is gonna love this bag. I just know it. All right, so let's switch back to camera 1. Camera 1, camera 2. Whoops, what just happened? What did I just do? That's so funny. All right, are we still here? Camera 1. There we are. All right, I need this, and I need this, and I need this. Okay. Okay, slip pocket time. I'm gonna do, it's just so cute. I have to say it. Well, I'm putting it in the bag. It's just so cute. Let's do it. Slip pocket time. And I need this. Get all the things I need. Let's go. Amber, I haven't been sewing lately. I got the flu for a week or so and have been down in the dumps. Ugh, Amber, I feel your pain. I had the flu, and then I had a nasty cold, and I'm still trying to get over it. It's so ridiculous. I'm still congested. Hi, Jen. That's okay. We're just doing the lining of an AnnaBelle. It's an AnnaBelle. Jen's made lots and lots of adorable AnnaBelles, you guys. Minnie in the Mountains. If you haven't watched her YouTube channel, go check it out. She's done such amazing versions of this bag. All of them have turned out amazing. Oh no, Chastity says that the AnnaBelle I'm working on now, I accidentally cut the lining to the size of the inner facing. Shoot. Yeah, that won't quite work. Easy fix. Hopefully you have the materials. You're quite obsessed with it. Yay, I'm so glad, Jen. That makes me so happy. All right, here's my slippity slip pocket. I'm just gonna baste this top together, and then we'll add our accent. How do you find Jen on YouTube? Her channel is Minnie in the Mountains. Can one of the moderators link Jen's channel on here? I should be able to. I think you have to be a moderator to do the link. All right. There we go. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing. Okay. Boom, chicka boom. Just a cute little pocket, isn't it, Susan? It's just a baby. Just a baby. And we're going to be putting this right here in the side. Yes, yes, we are. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Oh, Jen, it was so fun. I hope you get to come to one of them sometime. It was awesome. All right. Boom. And then we want to put it here. Okay. I was telling people at the retreat, I'm going to put these marking pens in all of the little tool things at my swag dashes. It's a Soline air erasing pen. It is one of my favorite tools to have. I'm back. Hubby made burrito bowls for supper. Oh, Natalie, you are spoiled. I had a microwave pot pie and it was not good. Because I didn't want to cook. I don't know how far up to put this. Just a second. I think I know. I just want to make sure that I know. Yep. Okay. Pretty good. I haven't had to look at my pattern this entire time, you guys. It's pretty good. Right? Best pen ever. Highly recommend it for bag making. Yeah, Jen would have loved the retreat. Another time. It's okay. Another time. Again, I'm just kind of eyeballing. Just fold it. I just put a line of tape along the bottom. Okay, let's do this. It's just so cute, guys. These are my tags on my website. These ones are almost sold out. It's just so cute. I'm gonna have to get more of these ones. They're kind of my favorite. I've used them on so many bags. They just always go. It always goes. Siah, how many AnnaBelles have you made? I think about 10, maybe. Maybe a little bit, maybe a couple more than 10. Quite a few. Maybe more than 10. I think this is officially the only bag I can make without really having to look at any instructions. So that's kind of nice. I mean, I better since it's my own pattern, I guess, right? Okay. You still haven't eaten yet. You may get hangry soon, but I'm stuck on the board meeting. Oh, Susan. I am so sorry. Talking 30 minutes. What size of poster board to get printed for advertising? Something that can be done over an email. No, ma'am. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and clip my centers on this one, and we are going to put this together. Samantha, I've been making lots of Sunny Savers and cutting more out now. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a nice, good scrap buster, isn't it? Fran says, disconnect and tell them you have internet issues. I second what Fran says. Oops, sorry. Yep, I think that's a great idea. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm just doing the same thing that I did with my exterior, just putting the gusset and the lining pieces. I will leave a nice big hole in the other side of my lining for the turning of the bag, okay? So this one, I will start at the normal seam allowance and then I'll increase, okay, to that bigger 1/2 inch seam allowance. Jen, who is going to the Vegas for Socation? I think I might come and just say hi and make a little tiny vacation out of it. $2 a.m. for a school board meeting? Oh, Bonnie, that should be against the law. No, ma'am. All right, first side, here we go. All right, I'm going to start that smaller seam allowance, and then about 1.5 inches, 2 inches down, I will increase it. And if you did the placement of the slip pocket where I say to in my pattern, you should be right up next to it. And you should be good to go. And then back to that normal seam allowance up here. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Let's trim her down. Trim her down now. All right, second side. When is Socation? It's like end of July, I believe. Like the worst time of year to go to Vegas, but whatever. Oh. Like seriously, that's the hottest time in Vegas. Yuck. All right. All right, I can't forget to leave a hole. Don't let me forget. Leave a hole. Leave a hole. Leave a hole. Go. I am using Tulip Bees Smoothie Smooth, which is a bonded polyester lining. I believe this is the mauve. I believe so. Leave a hole. Thank you. I got it. I left a hole. I made the mistake of doing pool time on the hottest day of the year in Vegas, and I have two colors in the summer, white and lobster. Oh no. Yeah, not the time of year you want to be out by the pool, I don't think, unfortunately. July is gross. I know, because my sister lived in Vegas for 20 years, and I would visit her every year, no fail, in July when the kids were off of school, because that's the only time we had to visit. Oh, Susan. I'd always be like, why do you live in such a miserable place? She's like, you come during the worst time. I'm all, well, true. True, true. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Hole in the bottom. I'm going to trim this down just a little, and guess what? We're going to put these two layers together and head over to the cylinder arm. Where did you get it? I got it from Tulip Bee. She's got all amazing colors and prints in it. It's awesome. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I want the back with the slip pocket there and there. And we go. Like coming to Montana in January. Carol, exactly. It's exactly it. Or coming to Colorado in February. Like, it's not the best time to come unless you're like winter sports and stuff. Yeah. All right, don't do a Susan and sew your zipper into your 2 layers, okay? Oh, don't be a Susan. Is she still here? Hopefully she can't hear me. I didn't tape my seams flat like I was supposed to, and I'm just laying them flat now. So I didn't follow my own pattern, guys. Ugh. I should have taken the time to tape them flat. I would highly recommend doing that. Annette is so awesome. You guys, go support an awesome lady and an awesome business, Tulip Bee. She's got amazing products. And she's one of my favorite people. So, who I didn't even get to spend a lot of time with at the retreat because I was so busy and it was so chaotic. But I'm going on a cruise with her soon, so it'll all be okay. Not even biased talking. For real. I'm not biased at all. But honestly, I would not get on here and tell you guys to purchase someone's products if I didn't think it was 100% worth your money. And I'm telling you, Tulip Bee's products are worth your money. I'm telling you right now. I've used them on so many things. I need one more clip. I'm short a clip, guys. It's over at my cylinder arm. Okay, I need to move my cameras, and we are going to go to my cylinder arm for the rest of this. Oh, there's a clip. Rest of this bag. We've got it all clipped together. Let's move on over. I should have it all, it should be all plugged in and ready to go too. know. Good, good. Good. I'm getting to be a pro at this whole switching cameras here. Maybe Susan has them. They're all right here on this machine. All right. That's my 3/8. I marked it last time. I want to use Tulip Bee for Mr. Heckle so long. Can you use vinyl for the outside? Pattern shows quilt cotton. Yes, you can, Debbie. You just need to have more head. Do you have an industrial at home, Debbie? I think, or the Sailrite or something. It gets kind of thick. It gets a little thick. Sailrite, you should be fine. Yeah, you could totally use a thicker material, Debbie. I used all vinyl on all my Mr. Heckles. Yep, yep, yep. All right, hold those threads. And off to the races we go. Or something like that, right? Sorry, I'm looking at my threading. It looks okay. Okay. That cough is really holding on with you. Lori, yeah, seriously. The congestion and the cough do not want to give up with me. What's it been? 3 weeks, maybe? It's not nearly as bad as it was, but it's still there. Alright, guys. I'm going to do some notches. Let me get my other scissors. I wonder if I should do... I think I usually do a second row of stitching, though. You know what? I'm going to do a second row of stitching. I think I usually do. Don't I? I think I do. Just like I did on the exterior. I'm going to go ahead and do the second little row. And then we'll do those notches. Get everything where we want it. And we'll turn it out. Turn and burn, baby. Turn and burn. I'm going to do some nachos. Well, Natalie, I could always do nachos. Now I want nachos. Ooh, that sounds good because my pot pie was not good tonight. Maybe I'll cook up some nachos after this. Oh, that's funny. Loaded nachos. Mmm. All right, so the person that was asking if they could do all vinyl zipper panel, this is where you would struggle. It would get super thick right along here because it's all sewn into there. So that's why I wouldn't recommend it really. So there's that. Okay. We're going to do notches before we get nachos onto our bag. We're not going to get nachos on our bag. We're going to get nachos in my stomach. Now I want nachos, Natalie. Tell your husband he has to come make me nachos. I like to do old school microwave nachos. Susan and I make those every once in a while, and they just hit the spot where you just microwave the cheese onto the chips. Who doesn't like that, right? Imagining a sticker showing the cutout triangles for my steam allowance as tortilla chips. Brittany, I love it. Funny. Whose happy birthday? Whose birthday is it? Marie. My sweet son took me from Mexican tonight for my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Marie. That was really sweet of your son. Yay for good kids, huh? All right, here we go. Let's turn it. Turn and burn it, baby. Looking good, guys. Looking good. All right. Get it all pulled out where we want it. All right, let's push her in. I just bought stuff to make fajitas, so I am going to do fajitas this week. Just got home and got a delivery. My AnnaBelle swap bag is here. Yay, Amber. That's awesome. Did you ever have not your normal nachos at Bert and Ernie's? Oh, I love Bert and Ernie's, Carol. Best burgers. I don't know. Maybe I did. I did love eating there. Is it still good? Haven't been there in quite a few years. Probably going to go in the summer this summer. I'm so excited. Is that where we need to meet up, Carol? Is that where we're going to have our get together? Bert and Ernie's? Brenda, thank you. I love Janis Joplin. All right. All right, you guys, are we ready for this top stitcheroonie? Ugh, I just love the end result of this bag every time. I haven't made one that I haven't liked yet, but I may be a little biased. I don't know, maybe just a tiny bit. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Bert and Ernie's is gone. Oh, that's sad. I'm going to start up here. Nancy, my hubby walked in when I was making another AnnaBelle when you say I'm doing this next part of my cylinder arm because I have one. Are you trying to talk him into letting you get a... You trying to tell him you need a cylinder arm? Tell him I approve. And my hubby said, well, we should buy one before the tariffs go crazy. He called and it will be here next week. Oh, yay, Nancy. Tell him he gets 100 Kassiah points. I know he doesn't understand, but those are big time. Those are big time, okay? Everybody wants Kassiah points around here. Hi, Melissa. Yep, we're just about done. Just about finished. All right, we just need to sew up our hole. I have a semi-industrial Juki. Could I make this bag? Yes. This is a pretty light, lightweight seams. This up here is your heaviest seam. This, where your zipper panel all meets, that will be your heaviest seam. So just be mindful of your materials there and you should be fine. Please tell my husband I will make a cylinder arm fit in my sewing space. Natalie, you know they make cylinder arms with like a half table, right? Like ones that don't have a big old table like this one. They make them with a pedestal table. So yes, you could totally fit it. Tell him Kassiah said so. He's going to be like, I don't care what Kassiah says. And who is this? Who is this person? Heather, I just started my new job this week. I have a whole new audience to impress with my homemade bags. It's an awesome feeling. That's awesome. Yay. Yep, you can totally get this with just like a half table if you don't have the space for a full out another machine. Yep, yep, yep. I don't normally do it on this one, but I think, let's see how it does with these materials. I don't know if they're too thin or not. It's working fine. New sticker. Kassiah said so. Yep. Stick it on your husband's forehead. All right. Beautiful, you guys. All right. We just have to add our zipper. And I'm not going to put the little end cap on this video because my hands are done. I'll add it in the morning. But let's put our zipper on and our strap and see what we got. All right, where's my zipper? All right, I'm just doing a little teardrop zipper. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Maybe. Come on. Let's see if it's even. Yeah. Here it goes. All right. You guys, let's add our strap. And I'm just gonna knock everything down while we're at it. I have sewing machine magnets, Marie. Don't have that one yet. Okay, y'all. I have a hard time moving my camera up. I need to loosen. Sorry. All right. There it is. There it is. I love it. I love it so much. How cute is that strap? There it is. Those are the chains from my website. I'll probably add a bottom chain strap or a long chain strap with it as well. But that's how long it is on my person. I'm like 5'4", 5'5". I won't tell you my weight. Hey, I think we did a good job. So all I have to add is the zipper end cap and we're done, right? And then add a chain to it. I love it. I think it's going to Vicky, and I think Vicky is going to love it. I'll see if she'll take a picture with it when I give it to her, but I think it's great. Oh, my calendar still is February. You are correct. I need to change that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as you can see, I did the slip pocket back here. I really like it. Really like the slip pocket on the back. Yeah, I love that addition because it's such a tiny bag. Kind of needs, you know, that extra pocket. And that's it, you guys. That is it. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me company. I hope to have some new videos this week, maybe into next week. And yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.